很多野外露营爱好者来说，这种火炉应该不陌生。银色的火箭炉打破相关产业的市场走向。
The original Solo stove was an ultralight backpacking stove that could boil water in under 8 minutes using just twigs and leaves and sticks out on the trail.
就跟大部分的新创公司很类似，美国德州喜爱户外活动的两兄弟在网络上发现2次燃烧的炉火原理，2011年就在车库开发出方便在野外使用的小型火箭炉，成为野外露营的话题商品。
The argument has always been that no one would buy more than one Yeti cooler. But what Yeti has done a nice job is introducing a wide portfolio of products.
2016年，两兄弟研发出户外引火用的火炉，放上募资网站，2小时之内就达到1.5万美元的目标，最终募集的资金甚至突破100万美元。
Solo stove is probably most well known by its fire pit line. The bonfire is our most popular. It's the mid-size. But what's unique about the Solo stove product is that it burns nearly smokeless. So rather than sitting around your fire pit playing musical chairs and wondering how the wind knows exactly where you're sitting, you can sit around a Solo stove for 4 or 5 hours and not smell like a campfire.
火箭炉的销售也是蒸蒸日上，2018年营业额大约是1600万美元，2019年更一口气达到3900万美元。
Solo stove, from its origins, was always a direct-to-consumer brand, so it did rely heavily on word of mouth. Oftentimes, when you're using Solo stove, you're inviting people over to your home. Then friends and family see this for the first time. You talk about the product, they get to experience it. Then over time, as the company started to make money, they began to lean into performance marketing and target consumers via various social media platforms.
虽然疫情期户外野营的人数增加，相关用品需求量高，但因为朋友聚会减少，这款就靠口碑行销的产品推荐率降低，但2020年的销售额还是一口气冲上1.3亿美元。甚至也跟其他户外用品品牌联合成为 Solo Brand 集团，2021年也正式上市，公司市值预估大约是20亿美元。
We started getting introduced to other brands that were using outdoor and other means to do the same thing that we were doing. We thought, man, these are brands rather than just collaborating with, we'd love to just partner with.
但就在热销的同时，业者也面临运费飙涨以及供应链短缺的问题。
Almost all of the Solo stove products are made in Asia, many in China specifically. And these are big, bulky items, and then they are transported via ocean freight to the U.S. And the cost of that just ended up skyrocketing and kept going higher and higher, and ended up becoming more of an expense than the company was anticipating. So they had to make some downward revisions to their gross margin as a result.
业者坦诚，恐怕要到2030年，整个供应链等相关问题才能完全缓解。但市场分析师依然看好品牌前景。
When we look at the first full year as a public company, which would be 2022, the full numbers for the year aren't quite out yet. The company guided the full year revenues to grow 15 to 20%. For a company that saw such exceptional growth from 2020, 2021, to actually grow again in 2022, and kind of growing on top of all this COVID demand, in my view, is fairly impressive.
专家认为，业者最大的困境就是消费群没有想象中来的大，而且产品使用的年限很长，并不需要时常更新，也影响销量。因此，业者也推出包括取暖灯、户外用披萨炉，甚至是室内也可以使用的超迷你火箭炉，用更多元的户外用品款式来维持销售热潮。TVBS新闻综合报道。